vehicle and the food crew.
I'll give him a plug.
So-
We haven't even mentioned the name yet.
Did we pay? Why would you tell anyone? No. Motorcycle Expeditions.
Yeah.
Woody?
Number 1, Buddy.
Buddy Singh Chand.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say his name.
Motorcycle Expeditions.
Motorcycle Expeditions.
Woody.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, but I can't go because I can't ride a bike and no one wants to dink him.
Oh, Buddy will dink you.
Will
Buddy.
he?
Yeah, Buddy will think you. No worries. He's,
I think
very
Slippery,
handsome man.
he rubbed off, he took a bit of Slippery with him when Slippery left.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, he took a bit of Aussie back with him, so he loved us.
He's the least
He loved us, I loved
Indian you'll ever meet, actually.
He speaks fluent French.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
fluent
wow,
French.
does he?
That was his first fluent language, he said, and then he learned English. And then he lives in Germany, doesn't he?
Oh, he sounds like a highfalutin, hoity-toity bloody...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't like him now.
He's pretty funny, like he's a good
Well,
player.
don't you wish...
Spends half his life, half his year in Goa, half his year in Manali. Wow. So, he's there with the backpackers, down at the beach or up in the mountains, riding motorcycle tours all around the country and all around the world.
Did you?
He's a bloody rock star.
What happens when you? How many hours did you ride a day, and what did you do? Did you camp or did you?
So the first 3 nights we were camping. First night, one campsite, and then the next 2 nights.
They set up the
same
tents for you and all that.
Oh yeah,
well ahead in advance.
We didn't do jack shit, mate.
Do
Not
they
a thing.
have what campsites on those roads? On those little
Well,
towns?
the first one was just off the road,
Yeah, off the
down
road,
by the
yeah.
river.
Down
It was
by the river.
quite beautiful, to be honest.
That was
the scenery was incredible.
2,500?
3,500 metres.
3,500 metres, yeah.
Show us a picture.
That's where I got sick 3 times off the goat. They cooked goat the first night, and they were using tent pegs as skewers to put on the barbecue, but the fucking barbecue wasn't even a barbecue. But yeah,
let's be clear though, the tent pegs was pretty much your idea, if I'm not mistaken.
The tent pegs,
we need something to skewer this goat.
The meat was too
tent
small to fit. It was going to fall through the grill. So yeah, we got the tent pegs there. And it worked, and
not for Slippery.
Yeah, me and him got sick. I started spewing up about 12, but I don't know if that was. You guys didn't get sick, off that?
No.
And you guys had the same food.
But we're taking probiotics.
Yeah, they were taking probiotics. I just went in dry. I had no tablets, no nothing. I had I think 6 Panadol, and that was it.
That's all you need, mate. Take 6 Panadol with you on a trip through India.
What about when you did need to take a dump? What'd you do?
So, there were toilets set up. There were little tents with some holes in the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dig holes. And
So no one had to do
bush
the old
toilet.
Indian hand scoop?
Shout out to Johnson & Johnson baby wipes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, and you must have baby wipes with you at all times in India. All times.
Of course.
What for?
Or a pair of Death Collective contact gloves.
No. Well, yes.
We may have pulled up at one point on the side of the road.
A little bit of battle vest.
Max
perhaps?
has decided that he'll go over and take a pee on the side of the road, which is common practice. It's all good.
To set the scene, it was piercing down rain. It was super wet. It was real wet.
So he's standing there, taking a pee. No one's paying any attention. Suddenly he turns around, puts his finger up in the air and goes, "Oh, shit." And he basically followed through. He'd sharted while he was taking a piss on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And decided he had to show everyone.
And I think I broke...
Is there a photo of that in there?
No. I think I broke Lawyer Matty at that point. He literally was laughing so hard he almost fell off the edge of the cliff. I've known this guy for 10 years or something now. I've never seen him laugh that hard because I was trying to chase him around with poo on my finger. But, I mean, full credit to
In a glove.
Yeah, because I'm not disgusting. What are you talking about? Of course I had gloves on. That's gross. I wouldn't do that with my bare hand. That's disgusting. But, yeah, lucky I had my wet wipes with me. Didn't get any in the jocks.
So that's what the wet wipes are for?
Yeah.
Oh,
clean
so
up.
you don't take toilet rolls?
No. Wet wipes, luxury.
Yeah, but...
Have you seen the new Chips movie?
No.
Chips like California Highway.
Yeah. There's a full,
Is there a new Chips
discussion
movie?
about wet wipes and baby wipes.
I didn't even know there was a new Chips movie.
Oh,
Have you still got that Kawasaki?
I do, yeah. I got the Chips bike. I ran it in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride yesterday with a siren. I'm going to run that around the Gold Coast all the time. I'm riding down the Gold Coast Highway, hit the siren, car's just pulled over. People just scattered.
Can
straight
you
line.
give me
No
on
more.
that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
He's got the actual chips.
I love
California
chips,
Highway
but I like
Patrol
the
one.
old chips.
Oh, he's got the old one.
This is a 1987
Yeah.
California Highway Patrol
Patrol.
Kawasaki Z1000P. Oh,
I so want to be dinkied on that.
Does dink mean the same thing? Yeah.
well, I don't know. I was thinking about something. Oh, you want to go on the bike? Oh, sure, no problem.
Sorry, Rika. Sorry.
I walked into that one, didn't I?
No, well,
So, and on the side of the road where everyone stops to take a pee, look, marijuana plants
really?
everywhere.
Raw, like
Seriously,
my
just wild marijuana
The
plants
ganja.
everywhere you look.
did they point them out to it, or did
No, it's
You
just-
could not
it was
miss these
everywhere.
bloody things.
Yeah.
I had it poking in my eyes and everything. Yeah, shit, yeah. It was just everywhere. Grew wild.
Wow.
So what, you just
I know they're
started
very wild
like
in Indo.
rolling joints?
Oh, no, you got to like, cut it, hang it upside down, dry it out, and yeah.
Wow.
I don't know much
Jazz,
about
but-
it, but apparently it was all crap. It was all
Yeah, it was all
it's
female.
no good.
I
You
don't.
can't smoke it. It's not going to be any good.
What's that? No buds or something?
Yeah, no buds. So if you got a female with a male, and then the male turns female. That's how I guess it. I don't
Like slippery?
I've never grown it, but
Yeah, right.
So I've been told.
but Buddy was telling me if you got 14 of those plants, roll them up. They roll them up by hand. They dry them out, roll them up by hand, and they get the resin off their hands, and they make hash out of it, and then they smoke it. So it takes about 14 plants.
So maybe that's why hashish is so
It's
huge in that part of
hashish
the
capital.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're down here. We're like, what's the?
yeah. When we were
Because you
out,
don't have the buds.
yeah.
Like they design it down here, perhaps.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
interesting.
Buddy was telling me the story behind weed and that, and you know how it come to like in the valleys and all that, and it was the Italian mafia or something. They said,
Yeah, there's definitely a fair marijuana trade
yeah,
through those hills.
Yeah.
and they grew the right stuff, but then
Yeah.
the females just grew wild, and then
And
Unbelievable.
you
You still get a buzz off leaf.
yeah, me and Bruce were eating it. Well, Bruce told me to. Bruce told me to eat it.
There was another Bruce, was there?
Yeah, I was eating it, and he's like, "Oh, yes."
Oh, yeah,
I was
just
like, "Oh,
I
yeah."
grabbed some of it and rolled it up and stuck it behind my lip and rode around
right.
for a while.
Way you
Like
go.
It's good.
Papillon.
Really?
Yeah, that's it, eh? Yeah. No, but yeah,
So,
it was
but what is the
everywhere,
drug law
everywhere.
over there with that? Does anyone know? Like, if
That's the ridiculous thing. Like drugs, 100%, no go. You're going to get killed for having drugs, but there's weed just growing everywhere on the side of the road.
wow,
You know?
so I guess it'd be like hard to just.
Yeah,
To just
there's like
isn't that weird?
in
You know what I always? Sorry.
yeah, in Manali they got pipes and everything. It's like going to surface, like happy.
Okay.
Is it
Happy herbs?
Happy herbs and
Oh,
that.
Happy
yeah.
Herbs.
Oh, they're
It's like
just
back
water
years ago.
pipes. They're
Yeah.
not for smoking drugs, Scott.
Yeah. Well, I watched them smoke it at a bar, and they had this big like bone pipe, and they put it in there and they hold it up like above their head, like a snorkel, like a scuba snorkel,
Yeah.
and they started smoking it like that.
Wow.
And I was wondering what they're doing, but yeah, they were smoking it like that. Yeah. I've never seen someone smoke it. Yeah.
And then you picked up a rock and we're ready to fucking.
Oh yeah, I was paranoid as fuck because we were out too late, and yeah, it's just crazy. There's so many rampant dogs around there too.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, we were walking home and there was fucking dogs coming out of like every hole, like up drain pipes and
Like 30 dogs.
What, hassling you
like
out?
pack of dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They I don't know if they think you got food or nothing, but
Oh, they were ready to kill.
yeah.
Really?
They were like
Wow.
packs of dogs, and like they all had their own side territory
kebabs in your pocket.
in the town and that. And I was paranoid as fuck. I was
Yeah,
like, here
wow.
we go, it's on here.
Yeah, wild dogs
Ramble
in packs,
on.
acting
Yeah.
in packs. Something we never see.
And
Yeah.
3 o'clock
What
in the
about
morning.
beggars and stuff? Like that's what
Yeah.
Thailand spun me out for that.
Beggars in Delhi,
Or
I reckon.
anywhere, the difference between Australia and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
yeah.
you're smacked in the face with some reality.
Yeah. We come across. I reckon I come across a couple of pickpocketers picking
Oh, Pete.
Pete's pocket. I saw him like brush against it, really sus and that. And he I reckon he walked. There was like it wasn't a big crowd, but yeah, he walked into his pocket type thing.
Wow.
But yeah, that's about it. I reckon the country people are way nicer than Delhi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely some third world elements. There's a lot of
Yeah.
poor people. There's a lot of begging. There's a lot of scamming going on. People are just trying to survive,
Yeah.
There's no shortage of countries like that around the world where that goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there's definitely some poverty.
Yeah.
You know?
So was
Oh,
it
of
like
course.
Slumdog Millionaire at all?
Oh, I haven't seen that movie.
Me either.
Yes.
It was?
Yeah, but what was the other movie? Lion.
Lion. Gadoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was similar to that. There was kids running around, you know, no parents and that, and they were beggars and they were begging for their parents and all that type of stuff. So, but like Woody said, if you give them an inch, they'll take you a mile. They'll
Yeah.
come out of nowhere
Yeah.
and just take you. Yeah, I had that gypsy woman, and I was like, "Do not shrink me, gypsy." Remember that? And I come out of a shop, and she was
Say
trying
that
to
again.
prize. Do not shrink me, gypsy. And she was prizing money out of my hand, trying to get some coins out of my hand. And so if you give them money, which is pretty sad, if you give them money, they all come out of nowhere and they just beg you, and then they'll
Is
come
that
out.
the
of nowhere.
first time you've travelled overseas?
No, I've been
No?
to Europe and
Yeah.
beforehand.
Oh,
There was
okay.
beggars there.
Yeah.
But not as bad as there. But like no one's doing nothing. There's no work kicking around.
But what's
So,
it like for
of
a...
course-
Sorry, because I can't even remember when I was 24. But what's it like for a 24-year-old to see that? Like,
Oh,
Did it change you?
yeah, it did. Yeah, definitely. The trip was a eye opener, I reckon, big time. So,
See any hot birds?
no, they were
Three.
like monobrows and like
There were
because they were
three.
like they
The
were
models in that day, and they told we could
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, they knocked back Slippery for a photo. Slippery's slipping in there going, "Can I have a photo?" And they're like, "Yeah, nah. We've heard about you on the radio, mate. There's a government warning out on you dog." So old Slippery Gypsy just shot himself in the foot big time.
You and
man.
that guru.
Yeah, you and that. Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
show us a photo, Max, of what Slippery looks like? So we can...
yeah. You have to get him in for a podcast.
Yeah, he'll fill you in big time. Yeah, but it was an eye opener. But I just expect it. You got to kind of turn off because you see, I don't know about you boys, but I saw like dogs getting around with like half a head, so they've been like hit by cars and that. Like,
Remember that one on the road that we saw?
yeah, like a puppy just sitting in the middle of the road. You want to stop, you want to get off and shift them on, but like,
what are you
where do you
gonna
get
do?
off? Where do you get off? You know, like, there's so many. Cows get a better life than humans, pretty much over there, I reckon.
So cows, did you see
And-
cows walking in the street in Delhi or any of that sort of...
Yeah,
Oh, everywhere.
Just
Really?
Cows go where they want. Cows
What's
will be
with that?
sitting in the road, middle
What's
of the
with
road.
that,
They'll be
bud?
wandering around. Well, they're worshipped.
They're sacred.
So
Sacred.
Imagine,
Why, I wonder.
imagine driving your car down to Byron Bay, right? And so you're doing 100, 110k an hour, and you come around a blind corner, and in your lane are just like 6 or 7 cattle just having a nap, like not walking across the road, just having
Just
a nap,
sitting on the
They're
nice
just chilling.
warm road.
Yeah, and then next
they
to that,
don't give a fuck.
No.
They will not move.
like we
Dogs, goats, sheep, cows don't care.
on the last day we buzzed them at like 80, 90k an hour. They don't move an inch. They're just so used to it. Buses, cars, everything. And then you go to avoid the cows. You're like, oh fuck, it's in my lane. You go to avoid the cows. Then there's a bus, coming towards you. So you're like, shit, I'll avoid the bus. And then you just got to dodge a dog, and then a fucking monkey runs across the road. And you're just like, holy shit, this is intense. And that's like those roads were way more dangerous than like Death Valley. Death Valley, like
No way.
Death Valley is
really?
like if you run out of skill, you'll die. Like you can be the most skillful rider in the world and still go through like Delhi and some of the crazy roads, and it doesn't matter because if a bus comes around and he's in your lane, you're dead. Like it's just the way it
And
is.
speaking of riding and animals, like that's... man, the last time I had a real freak out was in Currumbin Valley, where there's all these peacocks that cross the road in this certain spot, and I found myself running off the road, doing the wrong thing, like going and trying to avoid it. And next minute I'm on the grass at 70 k's.
Far out.
You got to hit the things.
That's how it happens.
Just hit 'em.
Yeah, but
Take them out.
is it funny
do
how
it.
your mind has to make a decision?
Do what African Dan did.
Who's that Slippery? Oh, he looks too bloody handsome. Look at him.
He's a good looking racer.
That's okay.
Oh, look at this. He's got his Tom Warren shirt on, has he? Or a Death Collective, is it?
Yeah, one of the
Death Co shirt?
It's all the same shit.
Are you telling me
Same shit.
that schoolgirls won't, pack into that room? You can't.
Yeah, that's him.
Come
That's
on. He
him.
didn't even ask. He didn't even ask.
Well, I live with this guy. I'm not going to get too much into it, but
Do it.
I've lived with him for maybe 18 months now, and so I lived at this house with my current partner Vicky, and we would sit downstairs and
Talk about chips.
we would sit
Hey.
down.
That'd be a right swipe
That's
for me.
Ponch right there.
Oh, so that would be Dr. Dan, also known as Bollywood. So when he pops up
Yeah.
on Tinder there, Rika,
right swipe for me.
gone.
So he looks like
I'm
a bit.
joking.
Let's just
He
say
looks
run-
Indian, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
for
does.
sure.
Drew,
Yeah.
can you put this photo
Apparently-
up as a cover, like the
Yeah.
Dr. Dan photo as a cover